Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the finale of Fragments of Loss, our Rangers of Broken World playtest campaign and charity campaign that we have been having here on Sword and Key for the past 11 weeks, and this is week 12. We are here at the end of this journey for our players. But before we get into that, just have to do some quick bookkeeping and all that for everybody. So number one, as a heads up, as always, content warning for everything that happens in this kind of series. If you are someone who deals with issues around dissociation, one of the main mechanics of this game of tracking how our players deal with that stress is a form of mild dissociation from their bodies. So if you're someone who's dealt with that or is a bit sensitive to issues of environmental degradation, colonialism, war, loss, grief, and death in general, as death is very much, as I've warned my players, a possibility tonight, please feel free to turn away from here. No actual play is ever worth your mental well-being. But we thank you for supporting us regardless. And speaking of supporting us, we have had an impressive campaign going on for Trans Lifeline for this series, where we started the first session with a goal of $100 to see, if people would like to donate, give some small, have an incentive to give our players some support throughout the entire series. For those of you who are unable to see the total amount right now, we're at $510, so people smashed it the first day and continue to do so. The goal is 600, but again, any amount that you can give will go to an incredibly needed resource right now. Trans lives are under fire in all aspects of social and legal existence, and because of that, any help you can give would be greatly appreciated right now. And of course, our players, who may very well need it this evening, get some little incentives, because I have planned a very special encounter for all of them tonight, and they have a dragon helping them, which is kind of nice, but the dragon's name is Chad, so you can take that how you will as to whether that's a positive or a negative, element Mirm puts in the category of no. But so with that out of the way, I want to give space for my players to introduce themselves. Going to go clockwise around the overlay, starting with Gena.
Hi, I'm Gina. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Adestia, who also uses she, her pronouns. She is a windswept cavalier, which means that she has a giant cloud elk friend named Rancor.
And being able to fly and be in the air may be a very critical thing in this
Yeah.
encounter. So, best boy Rancor, hashtag best boy.
Yes, I feel like I should remind everybody Rancor is a type of polearm.
Awesome. I forgot about that detail. Even better. Hashtag polearm supremacy. Anyways, carrying on from
Yeah.
there, go to Mirm.
Hi everybody, my name is Mirm. I use she, they pronouns, and today I will be playing Wea, who uses they, them pronouns, and is our volcanic tracker. But the ground is already unstable, so we're gonna try fun stuff today.
Fantastic. Passing on over to our other ball of chaos and joy, Amber.
Hi, my name is Amber and I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Azura, the title navigator, who also uses she, they pronouns.
And, and next up, going to go to our fantastic Sebastian.
Right. Hello, I'm Sebastian. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Keldrinith, the beckoning infiltrator, who also uses they, them pronouns.
And last but certainly not least, myself, I am Angela Mogrovejo Bosch. I use she, they pronouns, and I have been essentially the conductor for this entire series and for this last session. And I have been trying to just give a broad and good dive into all the different things that have been made by Leon, who is Leon McDonald. I always forget their last name. Who has been the fantastic writer behind this book and this system and series, this whole crisis system, all of these different things, and these playbooks have come from Leon, and we have been so appreciative to get a chance to really dig into this after literally me waiting 3 years to want to play the system. And I could not be more blessed to have had such a fantastic group to explore the different ways that the system can play out. For the just basic mechanics to the chaos that ensues from giving people the chance to do wordplay magic. Stares directly at Mirm.
I studied before the test today.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared. And with that, folks, we are going to move into the final episode, Fueled by Rancor. It has been many, many weeks of our players looking into what was initially strange going-ons of some sort of creature that's been appearing in random places that was very familiar to one Keladrinith had experienced during their journey to meet with their deity. As they explored, they found that the heart of these creatures came from one source, a grieving, mourning automaton by the name of Sarah, who was locked in pretty much in a kind of struggle internally with any number of did we get it to 106,000? I'm trying to remember.
I thought it was like 120,000.
I think it's 120,000 at this point. Different soldiers' consciousnesses and lingering emotions, all of whom had belonged in some way, shape, or form to the ancient battles that had defined Rimehold's existence many years past. In a rather impressive use of their magic, Keladrinith essentially punctured the core of Sarah's chassis when she seemed about to lose it over discovering a memorial to Sarah's death and life, and as a result unleashed all of these spirits and relieved her of this burden while also causing one new threat to appear. A roiling mass of these emotions, this sadness, this grief, this fury of soldiers from empires long past to emerge and head out somewhere into the continent of Amilta. The group gained aid, from a new acquaintance they encountered by the name of Chaotrix, who gave the nickname, as it was much easier for mortal tongues to speak it, Chad. And setting aside the vandalism and destruction of private property, not really private property, destruction of at least 3 homes caused by one in the party choosing to become a dragon, for reasons I've still yet to fully understand.
It's fun.
I've always wanted to be a dragon, so I took my shot and then I failed.
You're a lousy
miserably.
shot. You hit 3 buildings on the way, bud.
I never said it was a good shot. I said it was my shot.
It was
I
a good
failed
plan.
The group,
50% of things.
with some rather good persuasive argument, managed to gain Chaotrix's aid to fly them to their home, which they had been recently bullied out by the same roiling mass of rancor and emotions that the group was trying to deal with. And so, in a deep cavern on a plateau high up on the Last Tooth Mountain, this is where we find our party, having rolled to begin the crisis, with 14 advantage in the pool already. Now I must ask, as we jump into this, Chaotrix is available to help you. Would you like him to either A, protect you from negative effects, or B, help with advantage generation?
Hmm.
I know we talked before
Yeah.
this about doing advantage pool first. So maybe this first round we do that.
Yeah, because he can join the stack, as it were.
Yeah, stack.
Counterpoint.
And I
Well,
actually think
does
he should cover for us while we're stacking.
yeah. Do First of all, do we know if they count as part of the
Turn
what's the
order,
word for it?
essentially?
Yeah, I was gonna say turn order. I'm like, it's not called initiative here.
They are not. As a note
So-
for everyone, they are not officially. Their turn is being directed by you to do one of those 2 things. That is how they're helping, because I promise you, it is an extremely big buff to have
So-
for either
Yes,
one
it's
of those.
useful. Yeah.
So they're more of like a layer action than like in the
Yes,
turn
they
order.
are. They are essentially a layer action. Is a way
Okay.
of thinking of it.
So if we chose not to contribute, it would not reset the stack because they're not officially in the turn order.
What do you mean by resetting?
Oh,
Because the
because
stack everybody
Weya
needs to
has
take, yeah,
because Weya has the stacking dice ability.
and everybody has to take the same turn
Chaotrix
consecutively.
does not. Chaotrix turn is not counted amongst yours. Therefore, it does not affect anything in the
Okay.
ability chain for anything for stacking
Okay.
rolls.
Chad
They
doesn't
don't have an
stack.
official.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad never stacks.
Chad
Chad works
doesn't
alone.
stack. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Chad's not stacked.
That feels
Uh-huh.
correct.
Yeah.
Just character
I mean,
wise.
fair enough. We were just trying to, yeah, we were trying.
Yeah,
we were
I'm
hoping
just
to argue
trying
that
to
Chad could stack,
understand.
but you know what? Valid.
Yeah.
But so
then,
so not to rush, folks. But I need an answer.
yeah,
Support
I think
I would
or
say
defense?
negative. I would say defense because
Defend.
Chad would then negate anything like any negative effects, and
Yeah.
it would
On-
probably because then otherwise we would have to spend out of our pool to try and negate some of these things.
yeah,
Yes.
but we
Yeah,
don't know
I think
how
it's-
many will
Exactly.
be negated. So at least
Exactly.
one.
But
Yeah.
any amount that
Well,
Chad would
Any
yeah,
amount
I'm
is
good-
better than
I mean, given-
zero.
yeah, any
Yeah,
amount that
I mean,
Chad
given that
negates
he-
is that we're not
Yeah.
spending.
Yeah.
Like, given that he doesn't stack, I'm inclined to say, actually, yeah, I'm chill with him to
Yeah.
prevent a negative effect.
Okay. In that case, what Chaotrix is doing on their turn is essentially flying around and trying to harry this creature, this being that has assumed a massive humanoid form. Like whatever Chad's vision of what an impressive human being was, being like built and burly and tall, this person has taken on. I'm going to just continue the trend of looks like the most stacked woman you've ever met, but just roiling symbiote outline form. Which
So Chad
I'm
does
certain
stack.
In that form. Only
in that form only.
Only.
But essentially, you watch as at one point, like Chad is literally breathing an ice breath on them to distract them. So the creature's attention is partially diverted to your dragon ally. So, with that being the case, who is taking the first turn, and what are you doing, folks?
I
Let's
am.
get into it.
Spell notes.
Spell notes. All right. For right now, the current spell notes you have for high altitude are going to be Trail, Breath, and Avalanche.
Great. I'd like to add to the advantage pool. That is what we'll be stacking for the first round. Is there normally 3 or is there more spell notes?
Nope. 3 personal,
Okay.
3 potential personal, 3 potential terrain.
Got it. Okay. Then I would like to take time to see if I can catch any weaknesses against our enemy.
Okay. So, I will need a skill roll for that.
My facet
Facet?
I'd like to use adaptability because this is a new enemy.
Okay. You have a
Um,
skill that you feel is relevant here.
focus.
That'll definitely work because you're trying to
Yo.
ping someone's weaknesses. Okay.
And
it
willpower
is-
for my keynote.
I'm gonna let that. Yeah, that definitely works for this one. Okay, so you have the 3 from it being the 3rd season, your facet, and then 2 from your key.
Yep, I have
So
10.
roll them, and let's see what you get added to the pool. Let's start this off. That was a good face.
And then edge successes don't add unless and then like
Unless you take,
Okay.
unless you are willing to agree to the bargain.
okay, so I have 4 for sure.
Okay, so that's 4 for sure.
And then I have 2 possible edge successes.
2 possible edge successes. Okay.
Yes.
If you are wanting to take them, you will notice that one of the immediate environmental dangers you had clocked previously is
Yep.
going to target one of your allies. Like this, instead of seeing it, instead of noticing it at a later point in time, you notice it now, and you see that it is going to hit one of your allies at the start of the next turn.
Got it. Would I be able to react to it,
No,
knowing that it happened?
no, you would just know that someone is going to get hurt at the start of the next turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. So we're gonna add 6 to the ally pool.
Okay, I will
Sweet.
roll to determine which one of you will deal with the environmental effect.
So we have 20 in our ally pool.
Nice.
Yes, you have a total of 20
We'll be
in
needing
your
them.
pool. I can assure you, you will.
Oh, also, what is the successes needed for each?
For each of the things. Good question.
Oh yes, before I forget on that one. Okay, so the being has destroy 12,
Got it.
redirect 10, outlast 11.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I knew it.
Destroying this thing is hardy, and any one of these is going to take a bit to try to get through it. Destroy is the hardest one. You are fighting 130,000 soldiers lingering consciousnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Redirecting it is the easiest, and is just a matter of trying to find a way to contain them and seal them away again. Outlasting it, you just have to last long enough so that all of its fear, it burns itself out, essentially. You think of this thing as just a raging fire that you could just try, if you can deal with it long enough, it'll just wear itself out and it'll burn out. But all right, that is Mirm's turn. You have taken that. The stack begins, so this will be now a +1 if you choose to get, if the next person chooses to work on advantages for your pool. And I'll put a note in our chat. Current count advantage pool equals 20. This is where you're at. All right, who's next? Figure out what you're doing quick. Let's make it snappy, folks.
Oh, what weakness did I clock?
This thing, in order to make the best use of its impact across all of its abilities, needs to spend time to shift its form. You don't know which form is the most dangerous. You just know that it likely has multiple forms within its body, and that
Okay.
shifting it is probably one of the most efficient ways to hinder it, preventing it from shifting it.
Mm. Okay.
Otherwise, it can't do anything to the same extent. Part of what makes this thing strong is what you're noticing is that, again, it's 140,000 soldiers. It has a lot of tactics it can use. So hello there, Lady Dame. Happy to have you here for our finale. You just watched as our group is fighting 150,000
Yes.
soldiers.
Thank you.
We've
I'm so
gained
glad you've
20,000
embraced. I'm
in a
so glad
minute.
you've embraced this, Anela. Finally.
We are literally at double the amount that I started with. For fuck's sake. People.
So who actually got bodied by the environment? Because you rolled for that, right?
It will be Mirm. It was going to be one of your allies, so Mirm, noticing this, is now going to also take the problem.
I take problem, and I put it over there.
Do either of you want to go next?
If you have an idea, go.
I mean, I was just going to do the advantage pool thing, so it's not like a spectacularly dramatic idea, but it's
That's-
useful.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
You might as well go ahead.
That's
yeah, might as well. Okay, yeah. I would like to use Can I use daring and spirits? As in, like, if I were a ghosty soldier soul, what would I be doing to kind of analyze the situation?
I like this.
Under, you know,
I'm gonna go
daring
with
because
yes.
it's like under pressure, you know, like, you know, I can put myself in the shoes of these souls because I know
Yep.
I've had busted dreams about them and stuff, and I'm just like, huh.
I think you have
Useful.
enough. I like that narratively to continue. You've had the most unpleasant interactions, but experience with these things. So go for that and let's
Okay.
see what happens.
I would like to also use the key of freedom
I
because
like
I've been
that.
thinking about freeing them for a while. So,
For the entire
but like this whole thing, I've been like, yeah, we
the
should free
entirety
them.
of like, oh, this is fucked up. How do we
Yeah.
fix this? Let's
Okay,
go
let's-
with that.
Let's roll like a crap ton of dice. Okay.
I am a concern.
Okay, that's 5 successes.
Okay. And did you add the one that you gained
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay, so
I rolled 11 dice.
current advantage pool. All right. The cap, which is just my shorthand for current advantage pool, will be at 25.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to my other ability just in case we need it later, but yes. There we go.
Okay. Next
Thank
up,
you.
who is taking their turn?
I can go next because I will also be adding to the advantage pool. I'm going to try to use understanding and tactics to figure out the best way to go about approaching this creature. And I'd also like to use the key creativity because I want to find something that maybe is a little bit out of the box.
I like it. Let's go with that. Also, as far as any information you have gained, Keledrinith, this thing, as far as its current form, it seems as though it's literally about to prepare a march of bodies.
Oh, okay.
And
Forming ranks.
essentially,
Damn it.
yes, it is
Yeah.
forming ranks.
That's 4 successes.
Did you add my
4
plus
successes.
2?
That's
face.
4 successes.
That's why I'm here.
It'd be like
All
that
right.
sometimes.
So Cap is now up to 29 in the pool, folks. This will never happen again. Going to make a note to Leon. Leon, never allow this to be an ability in the game to this extent ever again. Because this, ooh lordy.
We'll
you
burn through
dance
it
at
faster
me?
than you know because we have to do 12 for.
To try and destroy this
Destroy.
thing, you have to literally, like,
Unless
Try
you
it.
use my ability, then it's a little different.
Yeah.
yes. So the biggest things in terms of danger, getting any part of this thing's substance of its body on you is bad. Like,
Okay.
extremely bad. You do not want to actually try and approach this thing unless absolutely necessary. Like, even just the bits that are, like, it's a terrible word to use here, but it gets the point across, kind of sloshing their way along through the cavern. It almost looks like they're leaving pockmarks, like almost like acidic.
That's fun.
So trying to keep a distance on this thing is probably one of the best ideas for right now. So that is 3 people's turns. It goes to Adestia.
Could I try to cast a spell to
Okay.
block off their approach?
To block off their approach.
Yes.
Interesting.
Could I try to do because I can use 2 terrain notes as a personal note. I would like to try and do like trail avalanche to try and create ice or like collapse something across whatever route they're going to do to try to approach us.
I would say this would probably be in the range of a large step towards a large problem, because stopping this thing entirely from getting to you is significant, which means that's going to put you at minimum 5 scatter for this. But
I'm totally
considering
chill with
you're the one person in the party who can tank a lot of scatter and also heal from other people getting hurt, yeah? Am I remembering
Yes.
that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm willing to spend 5 scatter for that.
Okay.
Oh,
This
man.
thing will not have an easy time doing anything directly harming all of you. That is a specificity of the effect this will have. It cannot directly engage to do harm against you.
Yes, I want to try and
Great.
keep it at a distance, which probably
Okay.
might make it hard for everybody else to get there, but
It's fine.
that's
Ranged attacks.
that's your problem.
Are we adding
Okay.
5 to our cap?
Yes, that will be 5 to your cap. So the cap is now at 34. Now, it is the being's turn. It is the Echo of Rancor's turn.
Nice.
The first of its 4 actions it's going to try and take is it wants to employ Avatar of War. It would like to shift from its current humanoid form and try and begin moving into the form of a fully grown dragon. This will take 7 advantage to negate it.
I mean, I did find out that if we don't let it change, it kind of is fucked.
Yeah, so maybe
So
we
I-
should. Yeah. Also, can Chad help with this or no?
This one, Chad is preventing any negative effects happening to y'all.
Oh, okay,
Got
but it
it.
can't actually affect
This
us
is not
but-
affecting
well,
the
we could-
creature's ability to do things, and because of the limitation of what Adestia has now put, it cannot directly harm you right now.
Sweet. Sweet.
So,
okay.
but it can do something to the terrain around you.
Okay.
That is true.
Yeah. It's probably good to spend it. Maybe we
I
built
think-
so much.
I think we should spend it just because we can
Yeah.
keep it in its current form.
Yes,
Which we've
and
already
because
been
you found
told
out some
is-
vital information. So yes, let's use that to our best.
Great. We got 27 left.
Okay,
A big number.
Yeah, huge.
it is it
Large
is a very big
number.
number. And so, all right, that is one action that has been prevented entirely. It cannot shift to its other form. It is instead going to try and use now to shift to another form. You watch as whole aspects of its body are attempting to form ballista and catapults to start launching at you. It is using its Armaments of War ability. This will cost 5 to prevent this from happening.
So we're getting like a kind of full-on Transformers sequence here, where it's just like my arm is now like
It's-
a cannon, you know?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It is essentially, it is going from a messenger of war to the Armaments of War to the Avatar of War.
That's cool.
So it has confirmed so far 3 forms. Are you going to let it shift to this 3rd form?
That
It's
means it has
5 to
ranged-
reduce it.
This does mean it has ranged weapons.
It's
against
true.
us. And we have 27.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
It's your call, folks.
I'm a little
Do you know-
Prevent
neutral
it?
on this. I'm a little neutral on this one.
I mean, I as a player just want to see what
Yeah,
it can
I
do, but
kinda
also
wanna
as a,
see
but
what it
also as
does.
a character, I would
Yeah.
like to save my life. but as a player, I want-
though.
Yeah, I mean, as a
Yeah,
player, I
like-
want to see what cool thing it can do, because, like, you know, if we just kind of
Oh,
like are just like, nah, you can
That's
do nothing.
also my
then-
thought. I'm like, I just
No,
doesn't
but
want this. Me, I'm like,
Me, I want it though.
But if we
Yeah.
let this happen, then the next one will get hit by Chad will take the hit.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
we
Allegedly.
could let it happen, save 5, and then let Chad get hit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, Chad needs to earn his keep.
yeah.
Chad.
Amber's
needs to
made
earn
Chad-
really
his
good
keep.
points.
So-
really
Wait,
good
Chad also
points.
just like spent like, you know, the previous hour flexing, and I just kind of want to see if he can actually do anything. So
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
let's do
They
this.
they need
Okay.
to
If they
earn-
don't,
yeah.
and if they don't,
All
then
right,
we could.
you are letting it
we could
transform
complain.
into Armaments
In
of
character.
War.
we're honestly we're just
Yes.
being petty about Chad at this
Okay.
point, like at the cost of possibly
Armaments
our
of
lives.
War resolves.
That was like
It is now going to use its ability where aspects of its body turn into long flails and it begins pounding the ground, and it is trying to use its Terra Mortem ability. This will cost 7 to prevent. Terrain spell notes are unavailable until the start of its next turn.
Oh damn!
Ooh. And Chad can't take it?
This
No,
one,
it's
Chad.
Attacking,
That's,
it's attacking the
it's not-
ground.
It's
so
attacking
no.
again. I
Oh,
built
that's
this
sorry.
thing to be a mix of a bunch of different tactics. It knows a lot of different ways to invoke the powers of war. It's
So-
7 to prevent this.
This one I think we need to prevent. That feels very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we do need to have options for next round. So
Yes.
I agree
If
with
you
that.
prevent this, that'll keep you at
then we
20.
can yeah, and then we can keep the terrain notes, right? If we prevent this.
Yes, if you
Okay. Yes.
prevent this.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
Okay.
prevent it.
I think we can prevent that.
Okay.
But that is a cool thing, and we got to see it do the cool thing. That's good.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
literally like every time a flail lands and hits the ground, you're watching as the ground itself is, it's the equivalent of roots shriveling up and becoming like withered. Like the life force of the ground itself is dying with every single time one of these flails hits. So for its last action, it is going to try and unleash its mass mayhem ability. You watch as a line of ballistas and trebuchets just form along all the different parts where its body has touched, and it lets fire a hail of bolts and blasts towards all of you. This takes 8 to prevent. You will have to roll a total number of successes that I will decide, or else you will lose access to 2 facets for use for your rolls of my choice.
Damn. Oh, that's rough.
However, because you chose to have Chaotrix defend you, Chaotrix is getting in the way of the hits that are coming towards the group, so the impact will not be as bad. I will reduce this to 1 facet of my choice.
Okay. Yes.
But
Thank you,
it's
Chad.
8
Yeah.
to prevent this, and it will be of my choice, which means I will ask you directly, what is your highest, and I will nerf that right away.
I say take
I'm
it.
just telling you right now.
I say let it happen. I can fix it.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure. I'll trust you if you can fix it.
I trust if you
Okay.
can fix it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna cast a spell on my turn anyway, so yeah, we'll
All
see.
right. Then mass mayhem will resolve. Mirm, what is your highest facet?
Adaptability.
Adaptability is gone. Keladrinith, what is your highest facet?
Daring.
Daring is
Yeah.
not available. Azura,
Daring.
daring is out. Adestia,
Adaptability. And does this count as a hit?
it is not a hit,
Damn. I
unfortunately.
gotta ask.
But essentially, you just watched as Chad essentially flew, and you're seeing whole aspects of his wings getting punctured by stuff. Like, it looks bad. Like, this isn't just like someone kind of got hit. He's taken full like trebuchet
Ooh.
bolts to the wing.
Okay. Is he doing it in a champion kind of way, or like how cool does he look when he's doing this?
I mean, he's a dragon who just flew up and took his natural like enemy when it comes to weapons to his wings. He is not having a good time.
Okay.
And
He's
Doing
gonna stick
great,
around,
Chad.
right?
he does look very impressive. Like he's still got
Okay,
two
okay.
bolts stuck
Okay,
in his
so he is
wings,
kinda cool.
and he's still
Okay.
flying. They're like,
Okay. We love you,
Oh.
Chad.
thank you.
Keep going. Keep going.
You're the best.
Keep
Play
going.
to their ego.
All I'm going to say, 1 of 3 done.
Woo.
Now, it is y'all's turn. At the start of this, the mass mayhem did affect some of the ground that you are all standing on.
Okay.
There is a new count for the integrity of the ground you are on.
Okay. Okay.
Count 6 reduced to 5. Now, Wea,
Hi.
let's take a quick look at this. Yeah, let's go with that. I want you to roll me a d6.
Okay. So I want high numbers or low numbers?
You don't want any of these.
Oh no.
This is all bad.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4? Okay.
Yeah.
You watch as stalactite, the 3 of you, your 3 companions, watch as a stalactite on the top, near the top of the cavern, falls down and crashes. Thankfully, it does not spear them and hit them, but it crashes down your shoulder. You are immediately taking 3 scatter.
Okay.
Ouch.
So
Ouchies.
that is the creature's whole turn. Round
That
2,
count
folks.
as a hit. Does that count as a
That
hit?
does count as a hit. I will count that
Okay.
one as a hit.
I regain 2 scatter.
2 scatter.
Incredible.
Do you want Chad to help you with advantage generation, or to take another hit, or to help you with negative effects?
It's kind of looking like Chad's getting beaten up. So
Yeah,
I don't.
agree.
Yeah, maybe we can get him to do the advantage pool.
That would help.
Yeah, we could just alternate if it looks like they're getting a bit beaten up, and then just
Yeah.
we can give them a break from being
Go
beaten up
back
for a
and
round.
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a break. Take a break. It's
Yeah.
When the
great.
wizard has to take a hit every now and then, I can do it. I can do it, man. I can't
You
do it. I
gotta
can't
get
do
used to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Advantage generation.
I say go for it.
Yeah. Advantage
Okay.
generation for Chad.
A success has been increased to 4 to 6 on the results will count.
Oh,
Instead of just 5 or
hey,
that's
that's
why-
good.
Fun.
That is
That's-
so
that's,
good.
That's why,
That's
like,
fun.
the effects that this thing can hit you all with, I have specifically made rough. So him taking those is very helpful, but this is also helpful.
They're both
They
very
are
helpful.
literally just flying
Okay,
around.
like
and
Chad is gonna be like the MVP. Okay, cool. This
Chad is
great,
literally
actually.
freezing a section of this thing's body. It's
I'm really
already struggling to try and get towards you and like trying to
Cool.
essentially acidic burn away like what's been happening, what Adestia has summoned up to prevent it from hitting you directly.
Yeah.
It is the group's turn. What are you doing? You have 20
Hang
in
on,
the
Wayo,
pool.
what are you planning to do this time? Because
I would like
figure
to
out order.
start hitting. Or
Okay.
start, succeeding against it.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
I would like
Can I
to
go
use my
before
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I go before that because I want to
Yeah.
do advantage generation and I don't want to get in the way of your stacking. Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, Adestia, do you want to go first?
Do it!
Just do
No,
it.
you should go if you're doing that because because I will
Because then I
reset
can
the
help
stack,
towards
yeah.
your. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I will reset the stack because I'm not
Okay.
contributing to that.
Yeah. So I'd like
Okay.
Do better at
to.
it.
Yeah, I'd like to cast a spell for this because we do have the terrain notes now that we prevented that, right?
Yes.
So, I would like to. I would like to ruin breath around this creature.
Ooh.
Oh,
What is your intent with this spell? That's a kick-ass name for a
Yeah, it's
spell.
so cool. Yeah, I want to
It
do ruin
is.
breath.
Okay.
Because this thing is like a kind of roiling mass of spirits that could just kind of keep reforming. I want to make it
It's-
so that there's less area for it to like use to reform itself. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I want to
no,
I want
no.
to make it less
Hell
flexible because
yeah.
like this
I
thing
was-
doesn't
yeah.
breathe, but still like I think if I mess around with the physical
You're
space, and,
hindering
like,
its
the air-
ability to have a spot that isn't causing portions of its body to slip away like the
Yeah,
ice breath
yeah. I want to
is.
make it like less kind
I
of.
would say that's somewhere in the range. It's between solution to a small problem and large step to a large problem and stepping stone to solving the problem. I would put this at, I'm gonna say 4 scatter.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Because I can take that because I actually have 15 scatter, so I'm good. Like as like
I
a.
forgot you got that buff. Caladrinith is the new tank.
Tank,
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah, so then
Alright.
that can add more. That can add 4 more into that pool. And
Yep, 24.
okay. Also,
So
if any of you
24.
get low on scatter, let me know because I have a thing where I can help you regain 2. So
I'm getting
All
it
right.
already.
So next up, who's taking their next turn?
I am. I would like to use. So, how big do you think Rancor's wingspan is?
I would say we're talking like it's a big ass moose kind of size. I don't know if maybe a condor actually might be a good comparison point. Condors are really fucking big.
Really fucking big.
All right.
I'd say,
so,
why do you ask? Let's start with 20 feet wide. Yeah, actually,
because
he's
I have
pretty
an ability.
big.
I have an ability that says your elk spreads its wings, sheltering everyone within its wingspan. Anyone who is
Okay.
being prevented from using a facet due to a consequence of a crisis move can use that facet again.
Oh, just by mechanics, all of you would be protected then.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am reading it
that's
that
good.
it, as in anybody who is within.
Does it say it takes an action or any cost to use it?
It takes 1 blur because this is my ability.
Then yeah, we'll say that it uses the blur up. Rancor, full on like like powers of nature wings just
Yeah.
spread out.
You can
Yeah.
all use your facets again.
Yes.
Woo!
Gina is
Thank
currently. Have you heard of an aggressive healer? That's
Oh, that's my
basically what a
next.
Destia is.
Yeah, not for you. Okay.
You need an
Much lower
ambulance.
cost.
Not
Much
for
lower
me.
cost than 8 advantage.
Yeah.
Yes. All
So
right.
then that's not Odessia's full turn, right?
I don't think so. I would think
I don't know how I still don't know how turns work.
I know that you've allowed
It's-
me
it's
to do
just-
blur and then a scatter thing.
Me,
Yeah,
I feel
so
like this should be my whole turn.
if you want to go with that, then we'll count that as your action for the turn because it's such a strong ability.
Yes.
'Cause it
I
is-
feel like this is a lot.
Yeah. I think that's something that we can bring to Leon, that like I think the blur features in general need to specify whether they are an action,
Like whether it's an
you
action
can-
or not.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the few things we've had consistently be among the things where we're like, we're a little unsure how to handle this. But
Yeah.
regardless, everyone's facets have been unlocked. It's almost like you feel a sense of camaraderie with Rancor that fuels you, and the aether that he is currently spreading towards all of you with the wings has healed you of any of the facet effects from mass mayhem. So, Azura, Wea, which one of you is going next?
I can go. I would like to also cast a spell. I
Okay.
would like to cast United Avalanche.
Okay.
So
what is your intent with this?
So my intent is to take the avalanche and put it over there on top of this creature.
Okay, so are you attempting to destroy this?
I would say that's probably
Okay, then I would like to use my ability of Lava Flow, which states when you cast a spell
Okay.
or cord, you can use 2 actions in a crisis, so using my action and your action, to cast it. If done with success, it's twice as effective, either with the amount added to the advantage pool or towards our goal. So what I want to bring to the table, if you'll let me, is Toxin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, United Toxic Avalanche is the phrase we essentially have here.
Yes.
This is unholy. I love it. This is going to solve the problem outright. To destroy this thing entirely. So I would say between the two of you to do a cord, it will take 8 scatter. So you will need to split that up as you see fit, but it will take 8 scatter. And to destroy this, you will need to spend 4 from the pool in addition to this. And that will begin the first track towards destroying this thing.
2. First 2. Because I get double the thingy. So
You
it's
get
2. It's
it counts
doubly
as
2.
okay. That's even better. Okay.
I have
Jesus.
6 like I have 5 safe scatter things left. Because I've already
Okay.
taken 4 scatter. So if you
It's
can take a
between you
little
two.
bit more,
I
Ember,
could
I'd
take
greatly appreciate it.
I could take 6 if
Okay.
you want to take 2.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
And we're
So-
both at 6.
Okay. So with doing that plus 4 from your advantage pool, that is a total of 20 left over. It is, please describe for me what this magic looks like between the two of you. You have the phrase United Toxin Avalanche. Describe this shit, because this is amazing.
Oh, so I imagine, right, Azura's like looking, right? First turn is like looking, examining, looking for loopholes, pulls out like the ukulele and is like, "Wah!" on the ukulele. So
It
loud.
works.
Okay, there's a reason because I have an ability. She pulls out the ukulele, power chords on the ukulele. It shakes. You can see like the waves like going towards like mountainous parts, right? And it's like rumbling down, and you see it, it's like
You
as
are
it starts,
using the
like-
fucking sound waves to cause an avalanche.
Yes.
That's awesome.
and because I cast a spell while playing music, I gain 1 fewer scatter.
God damn it.
Heck
Goddamn
yeah.
bards supporting themselves. This is worse than a fucking lore bard giving themselves inspiration. This is bullshit. But
And
also
then
not actually. I love this shit.
I would like to be literal, and then I would like to chord or harmonize with the ukulele sound as we go through.
It is. It is just like, just like crashes into a section of this thing, and whole segments of it are gone. You're looking at about only 110,000 soldiers left over now.
Oh snap!
I imagine that
It's
Wea
a
and
fucking
Azura-
toxin avalanche. It's going to take out a lot.
Huh?
Absolutely, we are like Tenacious D.
Yes, I love this comparison. That is both of y'all's turns?
Yep.
All right. It now comes to the Echo of Rancor's turn.
Damn.
Its first turn.
Got 20.
Yeah. We also didn't generate anything off of Chad. Oops.
Oh, Chad, damn it!
You watch as
They're doing their best.
3 different like soldiers that are massive and wielding crossbows form out of sections of the body. It is going to use spread shot ballista. 3 of you are going to be pierced by long bolts that will force you to take 3 scatter the next time you try and advance a goal. This will cost 6 to prevent this.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it up to all of you because I can take 3 scatter no problem. I don't know about the rest of you though.
I cannot. I am at a solid 6.
Don't worry, I'm gonna use my
Scatter.
turn to heal you. It's okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I also I could do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I can take 3 if you're gonna heal me. So we could take this one.
I think so.
Oh, but then there might be a follow-up because the bolts.
It's
Anela
the
has
next,
not responded.
as the moment you're hit by this, it leaves essentially, it's wounding you in a way where the moment you try and advance a goal, you'll take 3 scatter.
Okay.
Yeah. So that means, I mean, if you get hit, then you could still build the advantage pool without taking the scatter, though, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
That's true, yes.
You wouldn't be able to work towards destroying this thing.
Yeah.
That's the key takeaway, at least from the current
At least
scatter
like,
totals.
okay, and this would last like a round, or is this for the rest of the combat kind of thing?
I did not write how much. We'll say 3 actions.
Okay.
Ish.
Damn.
It's 6 to prevent this.
I think it's fine.
I
I'm-
can
I
take
live on
it.
the edge.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
I
gonna
mean,
be a
def-
little whoopee. A booty kind of dare.
I think we're fine. Perhaps.
We'll eat it. We'll do it.
Okay. So, Wea, Azura, Keladrinith, you watch as all 3 soldiers just line up. And Adestia, you watch as like initially it doesn't look like any of them are hit, but it's like that horrifying you when you don't see someone's like front has been hit by something, and then all 3 of them turn, and you see long like inky bolts that have just like pierced into each of their guts.
Yikes.
None of you feels like something like has actually been wounded, but you feel like this dreadful presence is now lurking near all 3 of you. So for 3 turns, if you try and advance the goal, it will cause 3 scatter. That was its first
but we're at
action.
2 out of 6 for destroy,
Two-
right?
2 out of 5.
Five.
2 out of
Oh,
5.
okay.
So next up,
We're doing great, actually.
it wants to shift to its dragon form. It will cost 7 to prevent this.
Again, I as a player want to see the dragon form, but my character does not.
That's real bad.
I'm inclined to just let it do it, but you know, like, I want to see the dragon.
Show us the dragon.
Okay.
Dragon.
real tough. It's genuinely real tough. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
All
We
right,
can find
die.
its last
second-
words.
We're just gonna like goad it into being like, nah, we're good, just do it, whatever.
All right,
Or
this
we'll
is-
just let's go chat into being like, hey, look.
There's a dragon,
right.
and it's
So
bigger
you're
than
letting
you.
this last chance, letting this go through or no?
Yes. Let
Happy
it
to
go
let it
through.
go through.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I want to see it. I want to see
All
the
of
cool
soul-
thing.
Yeah.
It is like slowly congealing, and the draconic form that it turns into is much bigger than what Chad was thinking. Like the closest thing any of you have seen is probably Adestia to seeing Galatrix, Chad's mom. And this thing-
long distance.
Yes. Like you have been long ways away from seeing this. So it is a horrifying, like venom symbiote dragon, which is also one of the
Oh.
coolest phrases I've ever stated.
That is
ever
kinda
in
cool.
any of my games.
Yeah.
It is
That is
cool.
2.
You
There's
know, like
2
I
actions.
respect it. Game recognizes game. Cool.
It is
We're
now
on the same
going to
level.
try and
Yeah.
use its most devastating ability,
Oh.
Oh,
Echoes of War.
okay.
Uh-oh.
And what does that do?
All of its body, all of it, as quickly as it took the form of the dragon, it all begins to slough and melt off and sink into the ground. For a moment, you think it's just run away, and now it is beginning to create a pool of itself at all of your feet.
Ew. I stepped in a
If you do
dragon.
not pay 10 advantage to stop this, all of you will need to roll a difficulty 4 skill roll. If you don't all make it, all of the current advantage in the pool is gone.
Oh,
Oh, rough.
that's a horrible choice.
Are we gonna gamble?
However, I love a gamble. I could do it, but
I
man, I love a gamble. I'm
I
sorry.
kind of want to gamble.
I wanna
kinda
gamble.
wanna-
I want to gamble.
Remember?
It's not fun
'Cause
if
I'd be
it's not
rolling, like-
interesting.
Right, like, because I'd be rolling like 10 dice, and you know, like, I still have my, I didn't use my twos can also be edge successes, so you know, I think we got this.
Is the 4 through 6 still in? Because of the
Yes,
round
it
isn't
is
over.
still technically, because you chose.
Yeah.
I originally said to advantage. I'm gonna hold to my word and still also let it apply here.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna be nice and I'm gonna let it apply here. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
let's gamble.
Technically said advantage, but
We gotta do it.
I do
We
think
gotta
that this
gamble.
would narratively work to be helping you. So gambling.
Right,
Is
we're gonna
everyone
gamble.
gambling?
It
We're
sounds
gonna gamble.
fun. It sounds
Okay.
fun.
Woo!
All right,
Oh, gamble kids.
everyone. What would your character do in this moment to try and get the fuck out of this pool? Like it is like tendrils of acidic slime just suddenly leaping up from the ground to try and swallow all 4 of you. What are you doing in this moment?
We're still in the cave, right?
You're still in the cave. You're still on the
Great.
platform.
Awesome.
Ugh.
I'm jumping to the nearest stalactite or stalagmite.
Okay, roll that skill roll, whatever skill and facet you think is appropriate. Your facets are back in effect, both
Yep.
because of Adestia
Okay.
and the effect is worn off now.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
Roll that.
let's see.
all right.
Oh, I'm gonna be using adaptability and athletics.
Ideal, considering.
I'm gonna be using say a daring roll, even though that's a little lower. And because I'm always on Rancor, a riding roll.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a cute little hop, like I'm hopping over a jump rope. And I would like to apply my resilience key.
Fair. Appropriate. Azura, pick yours and roll, bud.
I'm gonna try to. This is fucking stupid. I'm gonna try to jump over it.
You know what? Fucking hops for
Handshake.
days. Let's do
That's what
it.
we're doing.
All right, everybody roll. Tell me what you
Can
get.
I hang on? I'm gonna use my favorite combination of daring, performance, and bravado because I can see that Chad is actually being cool, and I'm like, wait, I have no doubts about my capability to pull this off. I just need to make sure it looks cool while doing it.
I gotta
gonna
look
let
cooler
that
than
go.
Chad.
I have to
Yeah.
be cooler than
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Chad.
gonna, yeah, because I was low key kind of roasting it, like, and so you know, I've got to, yeah.
Roll your dice, folks. Tell me how many successes you each get. You got the 4? All right. That's one you
It's
need.
4 and up.
4 and up.
Wait, where I'm missing a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where the hell did the other die go?
Azura, did you get the 4 you needed?
So I have the 4 if I take 2 edge successes.
Oh, buddy. The next environmental effect is hitting you.
Do you have any crits? Any auto crits?
That's
That
true.
you can
This is-
use.
I
Yeah,
use
we
an
got
auto
a
I
pool
should
somewhere.
have.
You have 4 left.
Oh, I have 4. I'll
Yeah,
use
you got a
2
lot.
of those.
Yeah, use them. Use
I gotta
it.
use 1 edge success. I rolled a 4, 5, 6, and then I rolled 3 once.
Ooh.
The next environmental effect will hit you,
I'm good.
guaranteed.
I'll take
Actually,
it.
no. It is going to hit Rancor.
Mechanically, what does that mean?
That means that you will not, if this goes through, you will not have access to any of Rancor's abilities.
I'll take that.
For the rest of combat or round?
Round. Rancor is
Okay.
taking like a dramatic hit from this.
That's
and-
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But that would get you the 4 you need. And Keladrinith.
I got 4 successes, but only because one of them was a 4, so thank you, Chad, for the motivation.
3 of
Chad,
my
Chad.
successes were 4s.
No, my
Okay.
my others are fine. I just got 1 from Chad. Like,
No, I got
that's it.
4. I had
I
3
mean,
4s. And he's
it
still
makes-
kind of to me.
I think narratively,
Makes sense.
essentially what happens is the moment that any of you are like right on the cusp of not being able to hop over this or just get out of the way, Chad like flaps his wings and they manage to blow just a small enough portion of it away, just enough to give you room to get like right out of it. But it's bad when it did this, but you
Ooh.
managed to, you gambled and you did it.
Does Chad think we look cool doing this? though?
Gambling.
Yes,
Yeah.
very.
We look
Are we
epic,
cool to
actually.
you, Chad?
Chad also looks cool doing it.
Yeah.
Chad also has full view of watching as this thing reforms
Ah.
behind the wall again, and it is
Uh-oh.
going. You watch as it lets out a scream, and all aspects of its body start to bubble as it wants to use Scalding Fury.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound
Until this crisis is over, each action that any of you will take will add 1 scatter. It does not matter if it's advantage or if it's trying to advance a goal. No matter what you do, each action automatically adds scatter. This is 9 to prevent this.
good. Okay. Again, I'm gonna let the table decide this because I can take scatter all day, but that's not
I
you
can
know.
do this all day.
I can do
man.
this all day. I
It's
literally
just
can.
bad.
I have a pool of 15. What are you gonna do? Like,
Keladrinith
Same.
just suddenly has a Captain America shield for no reason.
Yeah.
No reason. Absolutely none.
No, same. I'm gonna have to defer to the OG. Because
yeah, I'm gonna
I
defer to the people
regain-
who've actually been hit by this. So yeah.
I regain scatter like no business.
I would
Right.
like to use the ally pool for that
I agree.
personally.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then we will.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm
That will
sitting
drop-
at 6. I'm a little silly.
Yeah, don't worry,
That
don't worry. I
means-
can heal
that-
you on my turn.
That means, okay, you've prevented this. The pool drops to 11.
Damn.
It is the group's turn as you watch as while Adestia and Rancor, you were able to dodge most of its effects, one last tendril reaches out and latches onto Rancor's left wing and begins to try and essentially you're seeing like pock marks on it. It is scalding Rancor. Rancor drops you to the ground.
Damn.
Actually, wait. I gotta roll something first.
Betrayal.
No. This is important. This is a throwback to session 1.
Oh no.
Adestia, odds or evens?
Oh gosh.
Oh, is it to see whether you wipe out or not?
No.
Evens.
It's evens. Okay.
That would be great, though.
That is a
It
2.
would be.
Okay, you avoid getting another scar across your face.
Damn.
Heck yeah.
But
Who would've
it's
thought
straight
with
up
it?
in very much a moment of like, oh no, not again internally for you.
Ugh.
You just crash and skid, but it's not bad enough. Like when you land, skid for a second and you hit the wall, but you are okay, relatively speaking.
There's still some scratches on my face. Not great.
But folks, count 5 to 4 now of environmental stability for the platform you're on.
Got it.
What happens when we run out of that?
It crumbles beneath us and we no longer
Woo!
have anything.
Okay.
All of you fall except
And then we
actually
go
Adestia
into
doesn't have
falling
a
combat.
someone- Adestia doesn't have a mount for the moment. So
Yeah, I'll
if-
fall
if-
too.
Yeah, Adestia's going too. All right. Next turn, folks. Let's do it.
I'd like to heal
Cap is
Waya
up.
before we do anything,
All right.
if that is okay.
Yep. Cap
Cool,
is at 11, folks.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 1 blur to use my bond with my teammates to help them regain themselves when they are absent from their bodies. Cause a teammate to clear 2 scatter. Okay. I'm just gonna yell at Waya like, I know who you are. You're just a little guy. You're an iguana. Remember? You're fine. You're
I'm just an iguana!
just a little guy. You got this.
Um,
And so,
I-
Waya
I-
clears 2 scatter.
I ran a campaign with a wild magic sorcerer goblin with an intelligence of 7 for 2.5 years. And that statement is nearly on par with all of the things I ever heard him say.
Good.
You're an iguana, or I'm an iguana.
Remember who you are. Yeah.
But you heal your ally. Your ally is good.
And we agreed that using blur is an action, so like that is my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 more of you have turns. What you doing?
I want to try to add to the old ally pool.
Oh, before I forget, do
Oh,
you
what is he
want
doing?
do you want advantage
Oh,
generation help, or do you want them to take a blow for you?
We actually did okay with the blows previously.
Yeah,
What do you think, Amber? Yeah.
that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, because you're
Taking-
about to roll,
taking
so
the
then you get
blows.
those sweet, sweet 4s. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I'm good for Chad to help with the advantage generation.
Same.
I think we're down to 11, and that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
We're down at exactly what we need for one of the other goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. With
Okay.
that being the case,
Also, let me know if any of you need scatter cleared, because I can do this for as long as I'm willing to spend blur, which is forever. So
Oh, I can do it for free, but it would take my entire action.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do something kind of fucky for my action, so if you want to do whatever you were gonna do
Yeah.
with this, you work on it.
go fire it off, friends.
I've been-
So, to add to the pool, I'm gonna try daring and athletics again. So I was able to jump out of the I was able to jump out of the way, of this oozy stuff. So I kind of want to use that same daring athletics to try to get around, to see okay, we've got this, this front covered. Let's try to run another front. And I think I would like to argue that this is also curiosity.
I think you're trying to understand what the hell this thing's capable of, which currently is a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. So, if that is amiable to everyone,
yeah, do it.
okay.
Do it.
Do it up.
Do it.
4s are successes.
Yes.
How many successes, friend?
7.
7.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah.
Cap is at 18, folks.
Thank
Cap,
you.
cap.
Stop the cap. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Carry on.
No cap,
I just
bro.
wanna-
I'm sorry.
If it weren't for Chad, I would have only gotten 3. So thank
Wow.
you, Chad.
Chad,
you,
Chad is
Chad.
pulling weight right now.
Okay, no, honestly, I'm so glad that we
Chad.
actually recruited Chad. That's so
Chad's doing
good.
better than me.
Chad, Chad.
I'm not gonna admit it. But-
no one will admit this, but everyone will be like, "You are a hero today."
We'll
Don't
get it out.
wanna
You
get
just
your
go up to him and be like,
shit.
"You all right?"
Oh, it's
You
okay.
did fine.
Dude, go see my aunties, and then you'll get your ego like knocked
I'll,
down.
I'll give them one of those good job punch on the shoulders.
Silent
Hit
nod.
them,
Like,
you hit them on the same wing that's had 2 bolts go through it.
oh no.
Okay, so that is 2 of you's turn. Adestia or Wea, who's next?
What were you gonna do?
Oh, I was gonna do something to the environment.
He's tough because Adestia is like, I don't give a shit what everybody else is doing. Ransor is hurt.
I
I'm
have
gonna-
my elk, my
elk.
friend.
Yeah.
More important than everything else.
The
Actually,
only one here that matters.
oh my goodness. Actually, would it? Gonna make an argument here.
I love this when
She's
you do it.
so. I would like to try, and she's very concerned about what is hurting Ransor right now. Can I try to, since this goo stuff is on him and I want to get it off, can I try to look at it and understand the best way to get it off of him? And maybe
I would
try to
say-
understand what to do if it touches the rest of us.
I would say so, yeah. I would say
Okay.
you could do a skill for that. That would let you generate advantage if that's your intent behind which goal, which
Yes.
action you're trying to do.
And you
I
get
would
to
say
add a
then
plus
yes.
1 to that.
Yes.
I also don't want to like do something to it and like, because you know it might be sticky or something, and trying to like rip it off or something might like pull feathers or something. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I am very concerned with getting this off of him. But I have to understand what it is first before I can do anything.
All right. Roll and generate that advantage, friend.
All right,
You
I'm gonna
still
say
have the advantage generation buff from Chad.
okay. I'm gonna say there's an understanding roll,
Make sense?
which gives me 3. Since this is a spirits thing, I'm gonna say this is a spirits skill.
This is very much a spirits thing.
So that's +3. And would I be able to apply my honesty key because I am prioritizing, I'm being honest to what my priorities here, and I'm prioritizing looking after him over literally everything else right now.
Yeah, I kind of think your entire party is seeing the most, if not emotional, then the most like sincere version of you is fuck, my elk.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest here, and he matters more
Your
than the
elk
rest
has
of
been
you.
with you longer than these people.
He
it's a
matters more
friendship
to me
that's
than
lasted.
the rest of you.
So
I don't
we
think that's
know.
a secret, but
We know.
oh shit, where'd that go? Let me very carefully pull this
You
out.
are not ending this series by losing a
2.
dice as this session like you did the first
Oh
session.
man, I rolled so bad.
No. No 4s.
I rolled 3 4s
Oh.
and then a bunch of 2s.
As a reminder, you still have 4 rerolls.
Yeah, I was looking up how much I got.
And you have 3 crits.
I'll save the crits, but I'll reroll 2 of these. Hold on.
Okay.
And then you
Let me
roll that
roll
extra
these.
one from me.
Oh, I never actually did that.
There you
Let me roll those
go.
That's why I'm here.
Ooh, they're all 5s.
There we go.
So that is
go.
6.
So that is 6. So cap equal to now to 24.
Feeling less anxious.
Is it sticky if I pull it off, and will it like rip all the stuff off?
Here is the thing. Here is the thing. The moment like you're trying to touch this carefully and such, but the moment your hands get close to it, it tries to actually latch onto you, and you realize that there isn't. It's gonna be the strangest description I can give. It's not fully solid or liquid. It actually feels as though if it were like a physical state of gas passing along your body, and the thing that's it's essentially a weird oobleck kind of like state.
Yeah.
Where as it comes into contact with you, you have a litany of horrifying images of being someone left behind in the middle of war, of like being someone who like your leg got broken and injured and you are seeing a battalion about to march and crush you. You're seeing stuff like that, and you have the horrifying understanding that Rancor is having his own version of all of those.
Can I hug him as a free action?
Yes, you can. But when it latches onto you and the torment is kind of affecting you, it goes off of the body. There's no residual like physical harm at this moment. It's a strange sense of almost like it is a physical manifestation of a psychic wound, essentially. So it's not really actually attached there or really fully physically present.
Okay.
But it's wounding you all the same. But you're taking on that harm, and you get the sense if this thing had gotten all of you and how it just tried to do, all of you would be experiencing a
Yeah.
much worse version of this. But Rancor is okay. Now
Like,
that you've gotten off
physically.
it, he's looking at you like,
Okay, I give him a go. I
Mm.
give him a hug. Yeah, but like getting rid of it, it's not gonna leave like burns or caustic
no,
marks
no,
or
no, no.
okay.
It doesn't leave any sort of marks.
Okay.
The only mark you have left is that his fur looks mildly darker in one spot.
Oh.
It's just a bit of psychological trauma.
It's like the opposite of like when you get like the white streak.
Yes, you've gotten a darker streak. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I have grown more edge. Anyways.
That's good to know.
But
He's
yes.
not like wasting away or something.
No. It's strange to compare that with the fact that like other aspects of its body seem to have been leaving literal acidic
Yeah.
marks across things. It's seemingly like this thing has no real clear
Okay.
constant state of existence. It's just
So-
shifting through all of these.
All right, so he'll just be okay in time.
Yes. Weya, you haven't taken your turn yet, yes?
No, I haven't taken my
No.
turn
So
yet.
Weya, it is Weya's turn. So that's 6 more in the pool, 24. Weya, what you doing? Oh, that face. Oh God.
Okay, so we're here. I would like to use the transform ally skill to rewrite a natural detail about the scene.
Uh-huh.
I would like to rewrite it to stable.
Damn.
I would say that works.
Great. So does that dice go away?
No.
What do you mean? Do I reset the dice?
It is now up to 6 instead of 2.
Great.
We can work
Nice.
with
4.
that.
It is back.
We can work with that. I'm also glad you didn't
is
make
back
it
up
warm
to
again.
6.
Yeah.
That was
We're in a mountain. I understand that much, I think.
But
Thank
you
you.
have, by doing this, you have guaranteed that this thing is already back to full stability. It will now take another full 6 harm happening to the environment instead of 4, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it
It's a
is
lot.
considering how often this thing takes actions.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? Actually, I'm going to add one other thing onto it. It is defended from 1 action as well on top of that.
Nice.
You're literally using up your whole turn from this. I think that's a significant
Yeah.
enough benefit.
So I think what I do, because I'm now at 3 blur, I take rocks and I start to like try to put it on me. I need a rock shawl. I need a rock shawl. Doing it again.
My first thought was fucking the aerial starfish clam bikini. It's just a rock version of that.
We've done it.
Anyways, going back away from that, it is the Echo of Rancor's turn. You watch as this thing, as it assumes the form of the dragon, you see as aspects of its form begin to pool into what you think is the throat area, and it expands as it looks as
Oh.
though it's about to take a deep breath.
It's gonna breathe on us.
Ugh.
It is going to
Stop the
try and
breath.
unleash its
rude.
bedlam breath. This is
Ew. Smell it.
8 from the pool to prevent this. If you do not, every single one of you will take 2 hits, and if you try to advance a goal, you will suffer 2 scatter on your next turn.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's-
think we can
That's
just
pretty
like,
bad.
Let's prevent. Let's
I'm
be
gonna say,
proactive.
I'm gonna say for flavor on this, literally, Chad goes swooping by and with the like spikier end of their tail, just knocks this thing across the throat, and it loses the breath. So like aspects of its
Nice.
body reforms, and then you
Thanks,
just kind of hear
Chad.
as bits have gotten onto Chad, it's just like, Dad, why, Dad?
Oh, no.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god, the dragon has daddy issues. No.
Oh, no.
We didn't take this into account.
No, we didn't. We didn't account for daddy issues.
They seem like they're still relatively together, but they're not having a fun time. This creature is now going to try and shift back into another form. You watch as it's attempting to take its humanoid form again. This is its messenger of war form. It takes 4 to prevent
You
this.
said that was the least bad form, so I think we can deal with it.
Fine.
I vote to deal.
I vote to deal.
I vote.
We can
Deal
take a
me
little
in.
dive. It's just like person shaped.
Just a little guy in
Yeah.
a big cave.
Yeah.
Okay. it shifts to the humanoid form, and you watch as an entire battalion begins to arise out of
Oh.
the form. It is going to try and use its March of Bloodshed ability. This will take 5 to prevent it. The terrain spell notes will change to an entirely new list I have created specifically for this combat.
Oh, please do that, actually. I think that's fun.
I actually
Let's
would-
get some
Yes.
new
Yeah,
spell
let's do
Yeah, let's get some new
it.
terrain notes. That is actually not a problem at all. Yeah, let's go.
I'm erasing all my spell notes now.
So you watch, if you let this go through, an entire battalion sweeps through all of the terrain. Everything around here, like dust forms up, and when the dust like goes away, you watch as that you look as though you're in the midst of Reinhold.
Oh, that's helpful. Urban
Oh.
ruins, let's go.
For
This
you.
is not urban ruins, folks.
Oh, right.
This is the terrain known as war.
Oh.
I have literally made a whole new list for y'all.
Ooh. Okay.
The 3 words you will get are void, scoured, and war torn.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so good. Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
You said, okay. Great. Thank you.
Yep.
I definitely
So-
spelled scoured the right way.
I was spelling it and I was like, that's not it.
Yep. I was like, there's
So-
no W in here.
So with
Okay,
that
yo,
being
no,
the
no,
case,
no. We can work. I can work with that. This is great.
It is now also going to try and use Bulwark of Conflict as you watch as it effectively all of the battalion that has risen up is trying to form effectively almost like its own variation of like a phalanx formation to keep itself defended. This will take 4 to prevent. If you do not prevent this, all actions taken to advance destroy or redirect will require 2 additional successes.
Oh, that's hard considering that we already need like 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
How much does it
not
cost to
a-
prevent this again?
Only 4.
4.
Eh,
4.
we can prevent that.
Yeah, I say we prevent that.
So what's the cap at the moment? If you
Okay,
knock off the
Cap-
You
floor?
prevented Bedlam Breath, which was 8.
Yeah,
it
so we're at
brought you down to
16.
16, and
Okay.
then
So
we'll go down
another
to
4,
12.
so 12. So the cap is at 12.
Okay.
12.
So
Thank
that is
you.
all. That's all it was able to do. It basically just
Sweet.
ruined the terrain, which I'm gonna say the terrain
so
would
fine.
have suffered a damage, but this eats through. This
Yeah,
eats through
because
that
Weya
shield.
did a magic.
Yes, because Weya did a magic.
it's
As
me and my
often,
emotions.
as often
Okay.
causes, as often many of our problems end up being solved by Weya does a magic, or Weya does a chaos,
Okay.
Mostly chaos.
or Adestia is tired of this. Those are the 3
Yeah.
ways that things
Yeah.
end.
It's true, 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 true. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm intending to try and advance the goal of destroy this round. So I don't know, like, Weya, what are you gonna do?
I can help you and use my ability of lava flow.
Oh, to
because it
to
doesn't say
stack
that
the
there's
thing?
no to double it.
Okay.
So we'll perform a chord and
Yes.
then we
Okay.
will advance
Oh
it
yeah, and then
twice
we'll get to. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
to 4 or
let's,
5.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
let's do that.
That's major for y'all. That's major.
Yeah.
All right, y'all are gonna try and do this. So to completely destroy this thing,
Yeah.
that's the goal.
What spell notes are you gonna use?
I mean,
Sebastian?
I was going to go with end war torn.
Oh my
Let's
god.
get. Let's just delete the trauma. Like, let's just
No.
delete that. Yeah.
I would like to add shifting. So end shifting war.
Yeah. To stop it from.
That's
yeah.
to keep
Yeah,
it from
that's
being able
good.
to do stuff.
Mhm.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's essentially you are wearing away at this thing.
Yeah.
I will say to
Sweet.
completely destroy this, and the fact you're
And I can
taking
tank all the
10 to sh-
scatter, so don't worry about it, Weya.
That's my
Yeah.
tank, bro.
Yeah, I will say this is gonna take. Yeah, this is gonna be 9 scatter to try and get through this.
Yeah, that's actually not a problem. So 1, 2, 3.
I can
4,
take
5,
2
6, 7,
or
8,
3.
9. What's 9?
I can safely take 2 or 3.
Okay. Yeah. In which case, do you want to take 2 then?
Yeah, I can do that.
And then I'll take
Okay.
7. 1,
Yep.
2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm at 12 of 15. We're so good.
Yeah, I'm at
Okay.
6 of 10.
What does it look like between the two of you as you're so you've described your intent, but what does the magic look like as you're I'm gonna say this is bringing it down to like 20,000 soldiers. You are
Nice.
dramatically reducing so
Yeah.
much of this down.
I think for my part, if I'm trying to end war torn, because it just manipulated the environment, but I think that I'm kind of imagining what like Rimehold could be, if it was given the chance to repair itself. So I'm kind of projecting that image onto the battlefield instead. I kind of want to show this. I kind of want to show the spirit to just be like, listen, just chill out a bit, and we can fix this. Like,
All right. And Wea, what are you adding to that? What is your effect? Because you're adding and the shifting part of it. What are you doing to help, let's say, build up this image of a more hopeful Rimehold?
I think I want to like take that literally of shifting to show war torn and then shift it to what it is so that they can see that difference and see what the present day is.
You are all watching as a myriad of soldiers' faces are just, there is this rare look of almost happiness in some of their faces. Like, after so many years of being lost in these emotions, they're being able to let go of it. But there is still a central mass, one last just massive ball of this that is still trying to hold on. And you see that likely the whatever humanoid faces exist within this, it's no longer just one massive form, it's a myriad. All of them look like the regalia that they have are, it's captains, it's generals, it's leaders, it's the people who were at the forefront of war. They're the ones who they don't want to let go of it. And there's a more fitting and insulting way of putting it, because I want to see this image just eradicated from a personal note. At least a few of them are wearing what almost looks like crown jewels, like across some of their regalia, almost like these were the people who were the vanguard of spreading empire for the whatever these people were, whoever they were and wherever they were from. That is the two of you, Azura and Adestia.
We have enough in the advantage pool to do the destroy.
To finish it.
To finish
Yeah.
it.
Well,
you could finish it.
yeah, you would have had 9 and then 3 from the pool. So you have 9. If you did a chord together, you could probably finish it. You could both probably tank just enough to finish it.
I also need to take 3, right? Because of the bolt.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. You take 3 scatter.
So, Adestia,
Yes.
how do you feel about the spell Joyous Void?
Joyous Void. I can throw Restoring on there.
So I'm thinking, like, a void is usually like negative, right? So, but this thing is this like negative energy, right? So let's put it in a joy void.
You just want to
Sometimes,
improve
And,
the
like,
vibes.
sometimes the sweet release of oblivion. No, that's not where we're taking it. Yes.
Yes.
Every part of my
It's
depressed
not-
high school self agrees with you.
It's
I don't know if
not-
current
Release of
me does.
oblivion.
It's not like forgetting and letting go of things, just throwing it into the void.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, like, from a more serious way of
let
putting
go.
it, it's like it's release for all these people. They have
Right.
had nothing but a
Yes.
constant sense of being here, kind of against their will, and this is just like no more.
Just throw it.
Yes.
I would say this would be in the range of about 9 scatter to try and finish this thing off.
9.
If I take 5, I pass out. So I would love to pass out.
I could take 6 total.
It's,
Without passing out, I could take 6.
if you want to do that, it's your call. I want to ask this. I want to ask this of Amber, the player. Would you feel it more narratively satisfying if you took a pass
Yes.
out for the group?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you can split up the cord and
I will take 5 and lose consciousness.
2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 4 for me.
folks,
1,
that is the
2,
5th advancement.
3, 4.
That is, you watch as all of the generals begin to try and shift towards a form that has, if you could have cavalier dragon riders, that's effectively what they are trying to shift their form towards. And you hear fragments of speech. You hear phrases like the empire will never fail. You will hear phrases like war is inevitable for all of you. You will hear there will never be order without us. You hear all of these sentiments expressed. And with the magic created amongst the two of you, you watch as just all of it just kind of almost gets sucked into its own void that I'm going to add a flavor note that I think is appropriate for this. It doesn't look like it to Keladrinith and Weya, but to Azura, before you pass out, you see a whirlpool just slowly suck all of these spirits in. Yeah. A place, an image that at one point terrified you for what you might have lost within it. It is the salvation for those who have held on to anger, resentment, wounded by war, by violence, by empire. And it's a beautiful sight as you pass out. There is a silence in the cavern except for the very heavy breathing of Chaodrix. As they are just they have changed into a humanoid form and they looked wrecked as shit. Like they have not made nice clothes for themselves. All of it looks like they've been like stabbed or burned or horrifically hurt. Just like, so, did we do it?
Yes. Thank you,
Sure.
Chaotrix.
Good. I'm gonna take a nappy nap right here. Oh, she knows me. Just sort of just
Just like go to
falls.
sleep.
Just go to sleep.
Bye, Chad.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I don't begrudge that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see if Azura is okay, because they just fully passed out.
I'll be rolling on the ground right here if you need me.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm at Night Scatter. And I still have 3 blur.
Yeah.
And
So
then I
honestly, I'm
just
accustomed
fall.
to your earthly self-soothing, so I'm just gonna let you do that. That's okay, but I want to go check on Azura.
Self-soothing.
Yeah. I don't know how
Sure.
like unconscious, like if I kind of jostle her awake, does that
Passed
work?
out.
Like I don't
Like,
really know how the
it's
mechanics
like-
of that work. Like
you like she needs some form of recovery, either
because
full
I can do
rest.
because yeah, like I mean I want to kind of do the same thing that I did because I can take another blur without going without
Fully
dissociating.
losing your
So,
shit.
Yeah, without fully losing my shit. So I can do the I can recover a couple of scatter for Azura. Yeah. And I'll be like, "Hey, Azura, I know who you are. Get up. I want to hear another banging tune. Come on." Like yeah.
It's a bit before your words get through, but
Yeah.
you do hear Azura.
The sweet, sweet request that someone wants to hear your ukulele is what it is.
We
But,
have to harmonize.
Yeah.
but even more than that, Azura, in the midst of unconsciousness, you hear another voice that is not Keladrinus to speak to you. You've done very well.
You can fuck off.
You know what? I've earned that.
So was that you in there? And I kind of think that Azura's probably talking out loud, but it's just like
You're talking in your sleep as you're slowly getting
Yeah.
to consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you have a last moment of reaching out as you see the figure in the sea anemone and coral dress just sort of smile at you. Just sort of like, come on. You've earned a break. And like helping get you to your feet. And it's like one of those like classic moments of you're like seeing them there, and then you watch as like their form as you come back to reality, the image fades and you see Caladrinith just like supporting you and helping you up.
If you heard me say fuck off, that wasn't to you.
Oh, great. Thank you. Much
That was
appreciated.
to never mind. You know.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
Mimic Chad. Cool.
I roll over to you and I just poke you.
I'm gonna. Well, first, how's Rancor doing?
Ransor's okay. Ransor's just sort of like on the ground as much as a moose. Effectively a moose can be
Okay.
on the ground, just be like
I'm gonna help him down so he can rest. I'm sure this is great weather for him. He's a moose.
he's slowly going over to Azura and just
Okay.
sort of nuzzling like, you too, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna help him settle down, and then I'm gonna spend some. Okay, I'm gonna very gently take the rocks from Waya and be like, all right, we can't make a shawl out of it'll get you all bruised. And
I'm already bruised, it's okay.
No,
I'm
no.
just right here. I'm
And
okay.
I'm gonna use Minor Miracle to clear. Oh, we're not in a crisis anymore, but never used this. To clear whatever it is that you need clearing. It could be 4 scatter or 2 blur.
I'll do the blur so that I'm still me.
Give me
But I don't need the rocks anymore.
Yeah, give me the bigger ones. You can keep the small stones.
I don't want them anymore. And then I start throwing them.
Oh,
Away from Rancor,
Ugh.
other direction of Rancor.
Okay. Because I was about to
Yeah.
throw hands.
I just saw you
Yeah.
divert your attention from whatever was gonna kill us to your elk. I understand.
There is a moment while this is happening, while you're being healed, Wea, you do see an image like next to you. For a moment, it kind of feels like, oh, I'm still kind of out of it, and you see
Yeah.
a crystalline crocodile, the normal size of a crocodile, not a giant one this time. Just sort of like looking next to you, and just kind of like does a big toothy grin. Just
You go over there. I'm with friends. Hi, everybody.
you swear you feel like the slap of a crocodile tail across your face, but when you look, there's nothing there. You're like, what the fuck, man?
Did someone just hit me? Hello? I'll fight right now.
Very similar state of mind to Azura right now.
Yeah.
And
I direct the scatter anger at who matters.
and as you are taking care and performing this minor miracle, Adestia, you do see again the brown-skinned Snow White and Moss Vitiligo image of your deity just sort of standing next to you, and it's like, nice job. It's nice to see you taking care of people.
Like teenager face, like, don't tell me what. When you tell me to do things, it makes me want to do
Tell
it
me what to
less.
do, God. And
I
Caladrin,
I try.
you did really well, sweetie. I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
And
Trying.
Caladrinith, while all of this is going on,
Yeah.
you just sort of see I believe I said it was a badger animal with a striated fur pattern, just sort of looking in on the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of like give a thumbs up to you.
I give a thumbs up to it back.
think as like a flavor moment. You said that Rancor is like coming up to me and
Mm-hmm.
like nuzzling me. I'm gonna use something that I never used before. And I'm gonna use ray of sunlight, and I'm gonna flavor. So we had a stalactite that fell, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna flavor imagine that through the cave, this stalactite created a hole in the roof,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then it's like ray of sunlight right onto Rancor, and just like a warm, happy spot for Rancor to be like, kind of like a kitty cat, would find like a warm spot to lay down and rest. And I, like one of those farm kids at the 4-H fair, am gonna just like lean against Rancor and not go unconscious, but just pass out.
So, the threat is dealt with. Despite all of the difficulty, all of the travesty and travail and trials that you've all been through throughout this journey, you did it. You've managed to stop a major catastrophe from spreading out across Hamilton, and you have put to rest, I think last count, yeah, fuck it, we'll go with this, 160,000 soldiers to rest.
Incredible. Yeah, we did it.
Great phone number.
Did it. Hooray.
As we reach the end of this journey and the time that we have together as a group, I want to ask for each of you, in the, let's say, months, maybe hell, years that follow, where does your character's path lead you? At least at this point in their journey. Where do they go? What do they do? Who do they interact with? What is the closing of their story, at least for this moment in time? Anyone who wants to go first can do so. There is no order to this. No pressure to have a very elaborate thing. Just what
Yeah.
is the end for their story now?
I honestly I stay in Rhymehold to help, restore it to what I showed in the vision that I gave the soldiers. I feel like I should try to work towards that.
There, it takes quite a bit of time to begin in full sincerity restoration of Rhymehold. There's still aspects of the labyrinth that are a danger. Gaius has not had as many followers in recent years, but many more are drawn to Rhymehold for much more positive reasons, though Rhymehold still carries the kind of reputation it's always had. While there are horrors there, folks are survivors. They endure, they carry on, and when necessary, they invoke chaos and mischief if it means keeping out the people who don't understand the weight of what their place represents. And I will say that Sarah goes on to live with Aricia a fair bit of time, acting as her protector, her guardian, and there is a warmth in her heart that she had not had for a very long time in being in her presence. She's uncertain if it's because it's her descendant or if there are new feelings that she has for her and maybe someone else. But perhaps that is a story for another time. Who's next?
Azura wants to GTFO land. She, they are not. They have land is trouble, and so they are going to. They are going to do everything they can to get the gang back together, and even if she has to make something up to to get off of the land she's going to. And I think this adventure has made her very appreciative of the people that are, not that she wasn't before, but like a new appreciation for the people that she has gathered as her crew, and a special little extra appreciation for her first mate, who I think we named Violet.
Hmm.
Violet?
I believe that was the name I gave. If not, just nobody
Yeah,
quote
a
me.
little extra gay appreciation for Violet. And so on the first night that they are out at sea, Azura asks Violet to just like, hey, let's catch up in when everybody's asleep, and we'll just like hang out. But then Azura will confess her love to Violet when they are there. And that story is a tale for another time.
Do you invite us to the wedding?
Is that the grand adventure that you're like, we got to get everybody back together?
Yeah.
The lure.
I want an
the lure in-
invitation.
The lure in was like, there's an adventure. You get there. So Keldrinith, I need your help making sure this wedding dress is. I
Yeah.
am on this.
Yes.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion. So I'm going to add one very fun, flirty detail to that evening when you get back. I imagine it was a case of your first mate like stopping by your room, and you had the discussion and the confession. I will say that when she walked into the room, it was very curious. She was just covered up in blankets. And when you finally give the confession, she drops the blanket. She is not wearing anything.
Incredible.
10 out of 10.
She's like, so I'm glad I made a good call with this. Is essentially the last thing we hear before fade to black on that scene. So, who's next?
I can go, unless you want to. Gina,
You want to go?
want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
Oh, sure. That's fun.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
On shoot.
Wait, on shoot? Okay.
On shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Still
I just
Azura.
say shoot. All right,
Okay.
let's do it on 3.
Okay.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Whatever, just go.
Okay.
You've earned it.
You
One
also
of
didn't
you
is-
go.
I mean, you also didn't establish whether the winner goes first or the loser goes first.
Oh
The
yeah.
winner was gonna decide whether they were gonna go first.
You go.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody
So
clip that. We can put it in my reel.
The thing.
Okay. Wea first, like, very sneakily talks to some of her siblings to go to Rimehold to fix a little problem that I may or may not have caused. There is no one to confirm or deny it was my fault. Nobody knows it was me. And the rest of them are not here, and I haven't seen Calagerna since I've been in the city. So,
I
first
witnessed
thing-
it, but I'm not saying anything. It's fine. You're
It's
secret
great.
safe
You
with
met
me.
you met some of my siblings. They're great.
Yeah.
We go to Anticoco, fix up some stuff, drop off some supplies, just, this, that, and the other. Anticoco can do whatever she wants with them. There's food, there's like blankets, because that I had to like find how to make because we don't have blankets because it's too hot where I am. And so that is the very first thing, because Wea feels incredibly bad that happened. And then it's not that Wea intentionally takes a step back, but for a few months after everything kind of goes down, There's nothing from Seafing. And Wea kind of takes that as like break time. We're gonna take a break, quick break, quick break. Um, and handles the things that need to be handled in Reinhold, but then makes their way back to the coast and spends it in the village and with mom and dad and the siblings and everything. And so many months go by that a chief position has been offered to Wea to support the village and to represent them at the capital of the area. Because there's nothing from Seafing except for like glints, pun intended. Um, there's nothing that's really pulling them in any direction. So they take that position, get even more tatted up. It's incredible. Even more working out to stay muscular. Um, Going to classes at the university in the capital to support and to know how to take care of everything and understand, begin to understand the changings of the environment at all times, because that is just the nature of where we live.
Adestia.
So what she wants to do is she just wants to go fuck off back to the forest where, everybody found her. Unfortunately, so that thing I said to his ear of you're an adult, you can make your own bad choices.
Yes.
Unfortunately, after a while, she kind of feels bad. You know? So technically, this is in her jurisdiction regionally.
I'm required by union law to give a shit about this.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Like, she's in the forest, doing her foresty things, whatever that is, she doesn't tell. And then, after a while, she's like, oh shit. Because, the mountain, she can see it.
Just constant reminder.
So,
It's
unfortunately, at some point, she's like, you know what? Maybe gonna go check in on Azir, and how that happens is well left up to interpretation, I guess. But that is what she's doing. She's finally being a responsible ranger and doing things unprompted. She's very upset about it.
It's like I have become a responsible adult. I hate this.
God damn it. I
what
hate
I've-
going through
God
character
damn it.
development. This sucks. Like,
I can't just let people make their own mistakes, can I? She says grumpily as she is patting Rancor, who's carrying her up this little mountain as usual, because that's how it is. She's very small, and
I
Rancor's good
Uh,
at climbing mountains.
I would like to add one potential small thing to that, if it's okay with you, Gina. I think partially it is Ransor looking at you every now and then, like obviously doesn't speak, doesn't say anything, but just every now and then just sort of looks at you with like a blank stare, looks at the mountain.
I know. I know.
Sort of occasionally goes. Even when you're doing rounds flying out, there is definitely one of those like moments of like just trying to get you to do something.
Rancor is the only one alive that could get me to do anything. Unfortunately. That's where she is.
I will say you are able to eventually get Azir out of his predicament. He has found himself not necessarily a changed man, but there is definitely a vibe of like, I don't want to end up in this situation ever again. Like, I'm gonna add this just as a last fun flavor note. I love you, Avishek. Please do not hate me for this, but the Demon Princess is, in a word, a nerd. Like a giant nerd about like art history. She has a massive gallery that she just kind of torments people who try and get by the mountain without dealing with her, with riddles and other shit about it, and he's had to learn so many things he does not care about. He thought her initial, like she was offering like deep, like arcane secrets long lost, and she had described it as such, but only as they relate to how some of these paintings were created. It was like I'm with a nerd who has a special interest I don't give a shit about. It's the worst thing possible for me.
Oh no.
And you do eventually manage to get him out of his situation because you actually manage to best the princess and convince her of a deal that works out.
Oh
When
no.
you nobody knows what the specifics of it are. I think it's funnier if we just leave the details
Don't
up
worry
in the
about
air
it.
as to what. No one needs to know how you got one over on her. You just did.
Figure that out at some point. It's
There is
fine.
much in Amulta that is still recovering from the calamity. There's much that even with having calmed down Sarah, there are other threats, there are other concerns that arise at some point. But as we approach the end of our time together, and Google Drive, I swear to God, I'm gonna hurt you if you calm down. There you go. There you go. It was not opening two of my tabs, which I need for this last little bit. There are you all receive a message at one point in time from the professors who many of you interacted with at one point in time. They seem to have discovered something of an archaeological bent. And it's been some years since your encounter with the echoes of Rancor and all that that entailed. But it looks as though there is a recorded message that has been left behind for Sarah, that Sarah wanted all of you to get to listen with her. And it was a poem that was written by Celis, or rather spoken to Sarah by Celis often as a warning to those that have lived through such things, to those who currently live through things, and to those who will live through things. From earth do we rise, mired in calamity, heavens made to scream with memories forgotten. Lands tremble and burn as mountains erupt, unearthing memories of war and empire. Bear witness to history and her faded glory, a ruined beauty fueled by Rancor. And know that hope shall never die. And with that, we bring a close to the Fragments of Loss, our Rangers of a Broken World series here on Sword and Key. I want to say a massive thank you to my players and for Sword and Key for letting me run this system, to Leon McDonald for creating such a fun system for us to tinker with and experiment with different things in it and to push the limits of. And for the last time, I'll let everyone go around, say who they are, and say where else we could find them for future adventures and mischief and chaos. Starting with Gena.
Hi, I'm Gena. I have been a Destia with her partner Rancor. You can find me on Blue Sky at GenaThan.thebluesky.social. for shows, you can find me in long form. You can find me every other week at Entropy Emporium in our long-running D&D campaign. I believe this upcoming week is the on week, and that is on Fridays, I believe. Time is soupy these days. Past that, you can find me. You didn't say one thing, so I'm stealing two. You can also find me this week in the Summer Slam on this channel. And that's it. I'm making it short.
Carrying that energy through, we're gonna go over to Mirm.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Mirm. I use she, they pronouns. And for this campaign, I've played Wea, our chaotic volcanic tracker with bullshit coming out of their ears. I'm so excited to have been at this table. I know I am watching your face, and I appreciate you for all the things you let me do. You're incredible. Uh, uh, things you can find me at. I'm starting a new long form campaign on the Bardic Inspiration Network, where we're playing the Dresden Files, which is based off of the Jim Butcher series, where I'm going to be playing a taxi driver from Long Island. You know, we're out here and get in the back of my fucking cab. So, chaos there, chaos here, chaos everywhere.
Amber.
Hi, I'm Amber and I use she, they pronouns. I'm playing Azura, the title navigator, who also uses she, they pronouns. You can find me on most places as analog_amber, and especially on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/analog_amber, where in 2 weeks from tonight, I will be making my re-entrance into the streaming world, doing something after a sizable break. So I hope I will see you there.
Sebastian.
Hello, I'm Sebastian. I use they, them pronouns. I've been playing Keldrenith, who uses they, them pronouns as well. They are a beckoning infiltrator. I am a game designer, editor, and writer. You can find me everywhere at Sebastian UA. And website is sebastianua.ca. There's like a list of every project I've ever done in my life on there. Yeah. Most recently, I have been in a video game that released. I was there as a voice actor, so you can play the office type if you feel like dating your stationery supplies. I voice Cal, who is a graphing calculator, like unironically.
We know that we are all blessed by Sebastian in general, but also go check that out if you can. Sebastian's voice is always a pleasure to
Yeah,
hear.
it has options for friendship routes as well as just regular relationship and like a spicy route, so you can take that in any way you like.
Excellent, the best. Also, the artwork is amazing.
Yeah, it's by
I've already
Epsy,
so have.
who is the Dream Daddy artist, so it's really good.
Yes. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Angela Mogarejo Bosch. I am so many things. I am a writer, a storyteller in general of various formats, trying to become a voice actor in some regards, but I never get picked for projects, so yeah, we'll see if that ever gets to be a thing. And more than anything else, I'm just here loving telling stories with different folks. On Thursdays, you can see me over on Valdrian's channel, where for just a couple more weeks, you can see my very now no longer trans egg character potentially just talking down fascism and being like, this is bullshit, and stop being apologists, all of you reactionaries, because you suck, as is my nature. And also, if you want to catch any of my consistent writings, emphasis on the words consistent, you can go join my Patreon, where I believe at last count I have 296 poems up on there that have been writing since like 2017. And I'm quite proud of having gotten to that point in my life where I can say I have a few hundred poems that I've gotten there. So that is awesome. And we're going to be doing a raid real soon, folks. Stick around for that. And as a last note, please remember the folks who are not always able to speak as fully about the natures of what they're going through. Colonialism, as I've tried to talk about both through this series, the main themes and events of it, and also just in other places, colonialism isn't dead. It is a lingering wound in the world that continues to harm, maim, and leave impact on so many different people. Sudan, Palestine, other places. There is much harm happening. Even just in the US, there are so many people being put against the wall. But stay hopeful, everyone. People are fighting. The greatest trick that fascism can make you ever do is have you believe that you are alone. You are not. There is hope, and it is a powerful thing to hold on to and keep us going. I wish you all the luck and all the love, everyone, and may you take care. See ya, everybody.